Hi, welcome, I'm Hannah. For a while, I was doing a declutter/empties video about once a month, but in April I was busy, I had some other things to film around that time, and I'm kind of just late on it, but I have enough empties now that I figured I should separate them, because I know it is kind of like a different experience. Like for declutter items, I'm just telling you why I didn't like them, and for empties items, sometimes they're my favorite and I repurchase them, sometimes I use them up begrudgingly and I don't like them, so I thought it'd be fun to do it separate. So today, I have some empties to share with you all my reasons why. We have some skincare, we have some makeup, we have some hair care. Let's just dive right in. This poor unfortunate soul, I like cut its head off to try to get as much out of as possible. I love this stuff, and this was the last little bit I had of it. This is the Tarte Guard. This was like my favorite base product for a while. I went through a couple of the full-size ones, but they don't sell this anymore, so that's really disappointing. Nowadays, I replaced it with the Covergirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk, and I do like this one a lot. I don't know, I just love this one more. This one smells a little nutty also, and this one has less of a scent, so maybe that's why. But this product matched my skin perfectly. It would kind of like wear off evenly throughout the day, and it would never leave me with like uneven spots around my nose like some other foundations or base products do. And I'm just sad that it's not something I can get anymore. So I would repurchase it if I could, but yeah, I used the hell out of this little mini, the last one I had. Next up is Tarte Shape Tape. This I have been using for years. I know a lot of people kind of moved away from the Shape Tape and moved on to lighter coverage concealers and things like that, but I like a concealer that like covers up my under eye circles. I prefer a lighter coverage base product. I've kind of like adjusted with the times in that way, but when it comes to concealer, I want to cover it up, I want to conceal. This is something that I regularly run out of and replace. Right now I have a mini one. I actually bought a mini of this and the creamy one because I wanted to compare and see what I was gonna stick with moving forward. I was gonna do a video on that and I never got around to it. If you would be interested in that still, let me know. I still haven't tried the creamy one, but yeah, I have no plans in not using Shape Tape anymore. Another concealer that I went through is the Covergirl Clean Fresh Hydrating Concealer. This I think is like the concealer counterpart to my Skin Milk that I use, because the packaging looks the same. But this one, it doesn't give me the same coverage that I really love. I used it up, it was fine. I think this one was a little bit lighter than my Shape Tape, and I would use it for brightening. I would mix it in, or if I was doing like a really light makeup day, I would put it on. So it wasn't bad. You know, I really dislike when concealers are like really thick and they don't blend. Like this one blended fine. It just didn't give me the coverage, so I didn't love it. And I don't plan on repurchasing this, but like if I was in a pinch and I was out and I needed to go to the drugstore and buy a concealer, I probably would buy this one. I'm just kind of grabbing off the top of my basket. I have this IGK First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo. This was a small size that I got in like a kit of IGK products. And this dry shampoo was like really average for me. It didn't give me a white cast, so that's good, but I do have pretty light hair anyway. It did the job of a dry shampoo, but it didn't do it fantastic. It didn't make my hair hard, but it didn't do anything that really interested me. It doesn't really smell that good. Still has like the air in it. It smells pretty neutral. I like things that smell good. I know fragrance is kind of out, but like I do like things that smell good. So this was just a very kind of like experience for me. I did buy the Amica Dry Shampoo recently, but I actually haven't used it yet. I don't tend to use dry shampoo that much just because I don't usually like the feeling of it in my hair. I would rather just wash my hair, and since like, you know, I'm at home most of the time, I'm not that busy, washing my hair every other day or every 2 days isn't that big of a deal. But I am excited because I know I like the smell of the Amica and it has really good reviews. So I did replace this one with that. I just don't know what the verdict is yet. I also have a small triple sec 3-in-1 from Drybar. This is kind of like a texturizer. Yeah, it says texturizes, amplifies, refreshes. This I really like using when I curl my hair, and I like kind of like scrunching and like spraying up into my hair, and I feel like it just holds my curls in like a really natural way. I feel like I always have one of these laying around, but I guess I don't now. Oh, I do have a different hairspray. I have the Cake. Let me grab that. This one I've had for a while now also, but this is the Cake Holdout Setting and Shaping, Make It Behaving, Style Memorizing, Touchable, Brushable. I guess this is supposed to be more of a hairspray, but in my opinion, it does exactly what this one does. So I like it. It kind of gives like a nice, soft, easy hold to my hair without it feeling like a hard hairspray. You know, I definitely don't want to touch my hair and feel like I have like a helmet on. I really like the feeling of a product like this that gives me a light hold, texturizes, and sends me on my way. And the next day when I wake up, I don't feel like, ew, I have product in my hair and I have to wash it out immediately. Like, I can use that and then go with my hair for another day or two without the product buildup being an issue. This is the So Over It top coat from Lights Lacquer. I liked this one. You know, I feel like top coats are like a hard thing for me to like get it up about, because it's like something that I just need to work when I need it. I don't know if there's any top coats that I've ever like applied to my nails and been like, yes, like this is the best one ever. I just need them to work, be glossy. Usually it's also mostly, I don't always use top coats, but mostly when I use a nail polish that kind of has like that like matte finish, I want to put a top coat on to give it shine, to make it look good. So this one was good, but the problem is it still has a lot of product left, but maybe you can see how like gooey it is, that like it was laying on its side and it's like not coming back down. It just like a lot of product stuck on the side. Like it got really stringy and gooey, and I haven't had this for that long, but it's unusable now. And maybe that's normal. It's just kind of like frustrating to buy a top coat and know that you can only use half of it. Like it's just going to be a product that has to be replaced much more frequently than any other nail polish. So I have been doing some like nail polish top coat hunting recently. I might buy the Deborah Lippmann one from Sephora. I know I used that years ago and I liked it. I also might just buy this one again, but with the shipping and everything, if I only buy this, it's like $18 and that kind of turns me off. So I don't know, because I don't have a top coat right now, and there's certain nail polishes I feel like I can't use because they don't have like a nice finish on their own. So yeah, that's my feelings on that. This is the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser, and I'm actually seeing now there might be some more in here that I can't get out with the pump, but I might actually put this back in my bathroom and pour some more on my hand. I talked about this actually in my Sephora VIB haul video because I bought a replacement face wash. I'll kind of just quickly reiterate that I like this one. I don't love it. It doesn't make me like super excited to go wash my face. I think that's because it doesn't really like smell like anything. I like scent. If it had like a wonderful, beautiful scent, I would be excited to wash my face with it. But it's like a good, useful face wash. I don't like when face washes are too soapy or foamy because then I feel like they irritate my eyes. This one doesn't irritate my eyes. I don't use it as a like eye makeup remover. I do go in with like a oil-based eye makeup remover before I wash my face with this, just FYI. But it has like a nice lather to it. It says conditioning face wash, and maybe that is what I like about it. That it does kind of like leave my skin feeling kind of smooth and soft. And this one's actually a lot bigger than the one I replaced it with. I bought the Herbivore pink drink, I think it's called. And that one I realized after I got it, the container is a lot bigger, but it's only like 100 milliliters and this one's 177 milliliters. So I think that when I finish that one up, I probably will go back to this just because it gets the job done. I think it's a pretty good like cost per ounce. Yeah, I like it. It works. So this one's going back in my bathroom for a couple days. Next up, I have the Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm from Pharmacy. I feel like my review of like almost everything is just like, it's fine. And that's my review of this. It got the job done. I feel like it went pretty quickly, actually. Maybe that's a good review of it. I picked this up on a whim at Sephora a couple months ago. It was by the register and it was $22, and I don't know if you've been there also, that like you're shopping at Sephora and you're seeing so many high prices that you see something that's like in the low 20s and you're like, ah, awesome, cheap, throw that in the bag. So that's what I did with this. Yeah, I thought it got the job done. It was all right, but it did go kind of quickly. I'm intrigued by the fact that I know they have like limited edition scents, which I think is kind of like a fun idea. They had a cherry one and now they have an apple one. I've been using, since the Sephora VIB sale, and actually I had a sample before this one, but the Glow Recipe Papaya Cleansing Balm, and I really, really like that one. It's pretty similar to this in like the lather and everything, but the scent of that is like an awesome experience. Like I look forward to using that one. So at this point, there's kind of like no reason for me to switch from that one back to this one. I just like that one a lot more. But this one, like, if I got a free sample of it or something, I would use it up. Like, I have no big complaints about it. It's just that it went by pretty quickly, and I have something that I enjoy using a lot more. This is kind of a fun one. This is my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. How satisfying is that? I've been working on this for a while. I filmed a highlighter collection video that I've been kind of like sitting on recently just because I've had other videos to post that are kind of more timely. So I'm not sure if this will go up before that one or what. I might have said in that one that this I had actually traded with my friend for a couple years ago. I had Opal, she had Moonstone. We're both a light skin tone, but she's kind of more of a true light and I'm more of like a fair light. So I felt like Opal was a little bit too deep for me and she felt like Moonstone was a little bit too light for her. So we traded and it was awesome. Moonstone is such a good color for me and I'm sad to see it go, but I enjoyed using it. This also, like, I was watching someone's video recently and they were like, I would never use up a highlighter, no one ever hits pans on highlighter, and highlighter is actually something that I've used up a couple times throughout the years. Before I realized that Opal is a little bit too deep for me, I used 1 or 2 of them up in college. Yeah, now Moonstone's all gone. I have a lot of other highlighters in my collection that I kind of proved to myself during that highlighter collection video, so check that out if it's up and you want to see more about highlighters. If it's up, I'll link it down below. But yeah, it's kind of like a bittersweet thing that this is gone. I don't think I'm going to repurchase this before Becca goes out of business. I mean, my opinion could change. I could be swayed by a really good price. I'm human. I'm making no promises. But at this time, I feel like I do have a lot of other highlighters that I'm working on, so I don't plan on repurchasing this, but I do really like it. And it wasn't a problem to use up at all. It really gives like the perfect amount of glow without being too like in your face makeup and without being not enough like I did something to my cheek. I have 2 lip balms. This one is the Milk Kush lip balm. I really like the packaging of this the most. This is like the green one. It's all the way at the bottom, so I can't turn it up, but it is like a little bit, I think it has peppermint oil in it, and I'm not the biggest fan of the peppermint oil, but I do like the component of this very much. The magnet is like really satisfying. I really like the magnet, and it got the job done. This is the Green Dragon, which is the clear one, and I actually have replaced this. I just opened it like yesterday, but I got around holiday there was like a 3-pack, so I got another of the Green Dragon, and it came with 2 other shades, Bubble and Plushberry. I haven't tried these out, but I'm actually pretty excited for them because I really enjoy like a tinted lip balm as like an everyday easy lip color that I wear when I'm actually like doing something and I don't want to have to worry about a fussy lip product. So I did enjoy this. I like that it's not fussy. I like that it doesn't make my lips like too glossy. It's not too sticky. It's just like a really nice standard lip balm, and I feel kind of cool that it's green. The other one I have, this was a sample from Fresh. This is the sugar rosé lip balm. Fresh is not cruelty free, but if I have like a free sample of something, I will use it. And I used it all the way up, but it's very like sticky and gooey. Like the outside of the packaging has like the product all over it. It's just not my favorite. I know Lauren May Beauty uses these, and she has said before that she likes the full-sized ones and not the minis, I believe. I don't remember why. It's not something I pay that much attention to because I wouldn't buy the full size. I wouldn't purchase this at all because I don't support brands that test on animals. I didn't particularly enjoy using it up, but I did use it up. I have 2 moisturizers. One of them is this sample of the Proteiny Polypeptide cream from Drunk Elephant. I must have gotten these from some Sephora thing. I actually have 2 of them, which is kind of weird. So I have this one that I finished up, and I have one that I'm working on right now. My biggest note about this is that it doesn't do anything to blow me away. It doesn't give me life advice. It doesn't iron my clothes for me. All it does is moisturize my skin. I feel like there's so many other things that I've used before or that I can use that would moisturize my skin, and I don't think I could ever justify to myself the price of a Drunk Elephant product just to moisturize my skin. If I woke up the next day after I used this and I was like, wow, my skin feels awesome, if it was like a beautiful experience, if I noticed like great skin effects over time, I might be swayed. But I used up this whole sample thing and it just felt like any other moisturizer. So it's fine to use. I'm not that picky with my skincare products. I probably should be pickier, but I wouldn't purchase this for the retail price. It's probably in like the 60s or the 70s because it doesn't do anything above what I think a much cheaper moisturizer would do. The other moisturizer I used up is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer. I really like the aesthetic of Glow Recipe. Even this bottle has this like wavy glass to it. Like it feels really nice in my hand. I really like it. I love pink, of course. But this moisturizer made me feel kind of sticky. It didn't give me that like lush cream applying to your face, soaking everything in, soaking in the moisturizer feeling. At least the Drunk Elephant one did kind of give me that. This just made it feel like I was putting like literal watermelon sugary juice on my face. So it was fine enough that I used up. It didn't bother me that much, but I did purchase this a while ago. I remember I got myself like a Sephora gift set that had like a little pink bag for my birthday 2 or 3 years ago. I'll see if I can look up and find out when that was. But I've been using this pretty slowly since then, just because it hasn't been my favorite. At night, I want something more moisturizing, and I don't always use moisturizer during the day. In fact, I rarely do. But if I'm going to put on a moisturizer during the day, I want something that will layer under makeup or soak into my skin. And this just made me feel sticky, so I could only use it on days where I'm like not putting on makeup and I don't mind my face feeling sticky. And lastly, I have these 2 perfume samples. I've been really working on using up my perfume samples just because they kind of feel like clutter in my collection, and I have full size or bigger sized perfumes that I really enjoy, but I have 2 that I just finished up recently. One of them is Black Opium from YSL. This one kind of smelled like a standard perfume to me. The general scent when you walk through like a perfume section at a department store. So it was good enough that I used it up, but not special enough that I have anything of note to say about it. The other one is Erin Amber Musk. I don't really know how to describe perfume. Actually, let me look up what the notes are of this one, because this one I did like. I know this brand's not cruelty-free, so it's not something that I would consider purchasing, but it is interesting when I enjoy a perfume to kind of like make note of what about it I might have liked for my future perfume purchasing, especially in a post-pandemic world that we'll eventually be in, where who knows if like testers in a store will be a thing or not. Yeah, I see that it's on the Estee Lauder website, but it doesn't say Estee Lauder anywhere on the Sephora site, so I'm wondering if Erin's just like a brand under the Estee Lauder umbrella. It says the notes are coconut water, rose centifolia, ambrox, benzoin, and musk. I don't know what most of those words are. I used to think I liked rose scents, and I've kind of realized recently that I don't think I do. I think they kind of give me that like classic perfume smell that I distinctly don't like, but I think musk is what I do like. So it's interesting to note. So that's interesting to note. I did enjoy using this up, but I won't be purchasing. And that's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, if you want to see more Empties videos, future declutter videos, using what I have content, please give me a like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. And thank you for being here. Bye.